Before we start moving, I'd like to suggest we heal Alec up. He could be quite detrimental to it.
I agree with that. I'll do a medicine on him.
Okay. So you're going to spend it. He's currently at 13 wounds. So
I'll give him a potion.
okay. So you've successfully made your treatment roll. So you spent 10 minutes tending to his wounds, dressing them, and what have you. Do you want to roll to say how much any hit points he gets back? So he gets 2. And Caden also successfully
I can go ahead and do a medicine if you need to as well, if we need more points on him.
Well, this is all going to take time because obviously there's a cooldown period between each attempt. So you're going to spend it's going to take a couple of hours to actually heal him up.
You can put 8 on him for me.
Okay.
That leaves him with like not too many left.
3. Okay.
Hold on. One
There
more.
it is.
There it is. The goblin's 1.
Get it out the way now.
Okay. So he's only down. It's down to 2 wounds, but you spent a lot of time working on him. A good part of the day is gone. You've set up in this war room and fortified it somewhat, made it secure so you can do it safely. But yes, you've managed to apply your medical skills and alleviate the worst of his wounds.
So regarding the trails on the floor, can we see which way they are leading?
Not really. No, it's just like a smear of this substance that sort of, it just covers generally the floors of the rooms. It looks like wherever this cube is, it's been wandering around here. You think maybe for several days.
I'd like to see if I could scrape up some of that and put it into a vial to make a crafting reagent out of it.
Okay, yeah. Do you want to make an alchemical check? Alchemical law check? Do it in the tower. Okay, you managed to get a particularly effective level of amount of this substance in a test tube, and keep it as a sample.
Yeah, I'd like to see maybe if I can cook up like a counter agent or something that can make a mutagen against the acid or something.
That would not be something you could do in a short amount of time. It would require rather a lot of research and probably a crafting check as well.
Okay. If we get some downtime, I'll try to do that.
So I think one of the elephants in the room we need to address is, are we going to go search in the lectures?
I'm good with searching around. I think that would be wise, especially if there's something out here that could harm us. We need to know where it is and that type of thing.
Well, Alec sort of looks quite pained at the thought of ransacking the graves of the revered lictors of the Hellknight Order of the Nail. But he says, "Look, I understand this stuff could help you, and I understand that that you might need it. But please, if you're going to open the graves, treat them with the appropriate respect."
So while we are waiting for everyone to heal Alec, we could actually use the time to search the rooms for everyone not healing him, right?
Mm-hmm.
So who was healing?
There were Abe did and Caden
and Abe
and Abe and Cannondale.
Yeah,
correct.
Yep. So those 3 are busy tending to Alec. Obviously, Alec is busy being tended to. So the rest of you are free to poke around.
I guess Tremsel and I can look through the rooms.
Okay.
Yeah, at this spot, I'm going to pick up some small pebbles or other debris. I have a feeling that would be useful tactic. And take an experimental listen at this door.
Okay. You're looking at the one to the north, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to make a perception check, please, in the tower? Okay, Tremsel, you press your ear to the door and listen, and you can hear low, sort of squeaky, raspy voices. You can't make out what they're saying, but there's definitely a sort of air of bickering going on. As far as you can make out, there's maybe 2 or 3, perhaps.
Okay,
in there.
guys. 2 or 3 griping persons. Nothing swishy in there that I should be concerned. If we have any lights on, I'm going to try to ask people to douse them momentarily while I look through this door.
Okay. Do you want to make your stealth check, please?
Who's got the one that does it for the group? Was that Galmond, or is it someone who...
I probably should not have helped Alaric, because my stealth is the one that we should have used. But that's okay.
I think it's Galmond. Yeah, let me get Galmond's sheet up. We'll do a group stealth check for you. Because he's very good at that. Okay. Right, okay, so he's made his roll. So you're going to open the door.
I'm going to carefully peek in there and take a note of who these people are.
Okay, you open the door a crack. And as you open it, squeaks loudly. He absolutely flubbed. He critically failed his stealth roll. Inside the room, 2 small kobolds turn and peer through the dimness towards you, and start jabbering to each other, and suddenly shout, "Meat!" and start running towards you. Do you want to roll initiative, please?
Circle of the Moon was too powerful that it gave
Everybody,
low-level characters way
No,
more
just-
hit points than other
And
characters
I'm
have.
back.
The guys
Because
who
of
were
the fact
engaged
that
with the medicine.
damage doesn't carry
Okay,
over
gotcha.
when you take
Don't
if you take 15 points of damage as a
Okay, so
when you roll
going
like a
first
bear, and it drops the bear, you only take the
is-
remainder. And I just felt like it was so many hit points that one character got. But then I realized, like, well, it's offset by AC and it's offset by a bunch of other things, and it's really the primary ability. So I got rid of that house rule. So I don't house rule that. Probably the only 2 house rules I really have in play. One of them is I do make it more difficult to get the bowls for Heroes Feast in higher level play, mostly because I feel like high level characters have so much money that if they wanted to, they could just cast Heroes Feast every day of adventuring, and that way they never had to worry about fear or poison ever again. And I think that's a little too powerful. So making the bowls rare is a little bit of a house rule. Not really. I mean, I'm just changing in-world stuff, but making it making it a little harder to cast Heroes Feast so that they only cast it when they know they're going to need it. They don't cast it every day. That's fine. So I just make the bowls hard to get. The second one is a relatively common house rule for what's the spell? It's a druid and cleric spell. There's the other kitty. There's Maliki. Hello, Maliki. Maliki saying hello. Look, like Maliki likes to stand on the edge of it. She doesn't want to sit in it. She's like, I like things hard, and I like to stand right on the border of stuff. Oh, there she goes. What was the other one? Healing Spirit? Yeah, Healing Spirit. So Healing Spirit is a spell that was intended to be a battle spell where you could drop a little token in the center of a group, and then people around it would get a little bit of healing if they stood near it. The problem was it lasts for, I think, 10 rounds. And if everybody just surrounds it like a campfire, they get the equivalent of 10d6 healing, for a single second level spell. So it makes it way more powerful than other healing second level spells out of combat. So yeah, Jairus18 says you like Dan Dillon's house rule. Can you write what Dan Dillon's house rule was in chat? I forget what Dan's is, but I liked Jeremy Crawford's house rule, which he recommended. Like if you feel like it's too powerful, one thing you can do is essentially have it heal only as many times as double the wisdom bonus or double the spellcasting bonus of the spellcasting ability modifier of the caster. So if you have a 16, if your cleric has a 16, and that's a +3 bonus, and the cleric casts Healing Spirit, it can heal 6 times. It'll do 6 bursts total, and then once it's used, yeah, okay, Jairus's thing is the same as Jeremy Crawford's thing. The spell ends once the spirit has restored hit points a number of times equal to twice your spellcasting ability modifier, minimum of once. That is a very nice house rule. It's really clean. It came from the Wizards of the Coast people who said, like, if this happens. And I'll tell you, like, so I kind of put that in place immediately, and that meant that it never became an argument. But I've seen it in organized play where... people who are well-versed in organized play, they say, okay, we just finished a battle. All right, I'm casting Healing Spirit. Everybody gets, 35 hit point healing, right? And then they make it like real quick, is that thing wobbly? I don't know, I just saw it shake around. Maybe it's because my big-ass cat just jumped in it. Oh, there goes the other. Yeah, the Healing Spirit's going to get angry. What? You're summoning me again? Yeah. Yeah, so those are the only house rules I have in play, and that's because I want to try to run the game as close to the rules as written as I can before I try to tweak it too much to fit my own style. And God knows, like I do lots of stuff for my own style. It's not like I never say like, well, that's what the rules say. I'm always a big fan of. Let me move my little thing down. I'm always a big fan of. Trying to make the game as fun as possible. So I still play with session, but I like to understand. So listening to Jeremy Crawford talking about how surprise works, I was surprised. And it clued into me a couple of things. And one of them I'd like to talk about in chat. So I often had a group get surprised or surprise their opponents. And when I did so, I would often say, okay, instead of initiative, we're just going to go around the table. So if the group got the drop on a bad guy, I would just have the 2 people on my left and right roll initiative, and I'd pick the higher one, and we'd go around the table that direction. Then we'd rotate directions back and forth. And that was really fast. That way we didn't have to hand out initiative cards and everything like that. And they would essentially get a surprise round. All of the characters would go before the monsters would go. Then sometimes the monster would get the drop on the characters. And when they did, like if the characters... like one of the characters was looking in his commode and, oh my God, there's a black pudding in there, and the black pudding lashes out. And I don't even give anybody a chance for, detecting it or anything like that. It's like you stuck your head in the commode and there's a black pudding in there. It's going to attack you. The black pudding attacks the person. Then we roll for initiative and then we go around the table. We don't roll for initiative. We have the people go around the table. And only in the cases where neither group really got the drop on the other, that's where I would... have everybody roll for initiative and we figure out where things go. So that is a big variant from the rule. I didn't think that was a big variant from the rules. I thought that was just like a faster way of running combat, and certainly faster in the sense that you didn't have to worry about initiative. But the real rule is there is no such thing as a surprise round. There are characters that might be surprised, and there are other characters that might not be surprised, and everything always goes in initiative order. So if anytime any hostile action occurs between anybody, you stop everything and you roll initiative, period. And then you determine, okay, everybody's in initiative order, but we now determine who was surprised. And if one group was being sneaky, if, for example, the black pudding was being stealthy, the black pudding would roll a stealth check. And any character who has a passive perception lower than that stealth check is surprised, and they essentially lose their action that first turn. Any character that got equal to or higher than has a passive perception equal to or higher than that score, that stealth check, gets to act legitimately, gets to act, period. So that way there is no surprise round, there are surprised characters, and that can go both ways. So that means that like that whole idea of one group getting the drop on the other group and then going around the table kind of goes out the window. The hard part for me is I really like going around the table as a variant of initiative. I really would prefer just not worrying too much about handing out cards and getting everything in order and kind of having that as, I think it was Adam Coble who said, it's just this just dead area of, like everything's going fast. All the action. Oh, stop. Let's all do some income taxes, right? Let's stop. Everybody do a little bit of paperwork. Okay, the paperwork's done. All right, now back in the action. And I kind of get that, right? Like you want things to kind of roll smoothly in the story, and initiative and that break of initiative. Get that, right? Like you want things to kind of roll smoothly in the story, and initiative and that break of initiative. Get that, right? Like you want things to kind of roll smoothly in the story, and initiative and that break of initiative. Get that, right? Like you want things to kind of roll smoothly in the story, and initiative and that break of initiative. Get that, right? Like you want things to kind of roll smoothly in the story, and initiative and that break of initiative.
Not even.
Abe's gonna look at him with a disgusting look on his face, and not so happy that they said that.
The two kobolds whisper to each other and snicker and look at Abe. Slimy goblins.
Not so happy that they said that.
The two kobolds whisper to each other and snicker and
Be
look
nice,
at Abe.
fellas.
Slimy goblins.
I'm gonna stand up and stare at him and let him know, kind of like not an intimidating look, but you know what, you're about to get split in half look.
Yeah. So, like you're next without the killing part.
I'm going to walk up to Abe and just pat him on the head and be like, there's that little fella.
And don't forget to wipe your hands on you.
Yes, wipe my hands on my robe.
You're lucky my friends are holding me back.
Okay, well, you spend the next sort of... You've managed to buy the loyalty of these two kobolds simply by feeding them. And they're quite happy to show you around the place. And you spend the next few minutes searching the room you're in, looking to see what you can find. And you find 3 vials of liquid.
Oh, yes.
Can we identify them?
You can certainly have a go, yeah. They're in alchemical flasks, so anybody's got alchemy lore is probably the best way of doing it.
That would be me.
Give it a roll then.
I was debating on just tasting it because I got iron gut, but I don't know if I'm really that adventurous to do that just yet.
Well, it's probably a good job because it's alchemist's fire.
Well, that would suck.
Good.
Oh,
Yeah.
Dwarven beer.
Yeah. If you say it with an accent, yeah.
I don't think I have a Dwarvish accent.
Okay. All right, what's the plan now?
Well, if they know the area, they can probably show us around.
Are we done healing Alric yet?
Yeah, it's going to take a couple of hours to do that. So you got a bit of time to poke about.
Yeah, I think we discovered everything else in the rooms, right?
Yeah.
Or was there any room that we didn't?
Anything not right with this piece of wall right here?
Which piece of wall are you looking at?
The one is just to the south of that corner. Because obviously, when we looked into this room briefly, just to the southeast, and now we looked into the northeast, and I noticed a discrepancy.
No, it looks perfectly normal.
Okay, so maybe it is.
You can figure out the layout based on the ones you've been in, so it's going to look something like that.
Okay. Have we been in that room yet? I think.
No, you haven't.
No.
All right, into that room we go.
Cautiously.
Okay. Right, okay, so you open the door, you can see in, 1 second, toppled armor racks are scattered throughout this wide room, as well as anvils, hammers, and tool sets, and other supplies that were once used to repair the Hellknight's iconic armor.
Okay, I'll step in here and take a look around and see if there's anything useful.
Okay, 1 second. Okay. Right. So you're going to walk through there, but by the time you walk into there, you walk into something. You suddenly find yourself engulfed in a nasty, sticky ooze that flows around you, makes your skin burn.
Fuck. There it is.
You flubbed your perception roll and you walk directly into it. So at this point, you should be rolling initiative, please.
Okay. I'll probably hear him screaming.
Yeah, I was going to say, I have a question. If we hear him scream, honestly, I would not tend to Alec at this point if I heard him scream.
Yeah, you can pick up on Alec afterwards. This is going to take all of you. Okay. So it's actually successfully engulfed you. Yes. A creature that walks into the cube is automatically engulfed. Okay, so engulf. Right, you need to make an escape roll, which is athletics escape. It is, isn't it? But in the meantime, you're going to take 2d6 damage. Acid. Well, you failed to pull yourself out anyway.
Ouch.
And you take 11 acid damage.
He took a big gulp.
Poison resistance doesn't help here?
No, it's not poison, it's acid.
Okay.
Okay, but now you need to make a fortitude save to resist paralysis.
Okay.
Whoa, that was nasty.
And you failed that, so you're paralyzed. You can't do anything.
Ouch, our tank is jacked.
No, it's not the tank. The alchemist is jacked.
He's jammed.
Okay. Ulrich is first up.
All right. What would be a role to recall some information about that?
Probably dungeon lore or monster lore.
All right, if I don't have that?
Probably wisdom.
Actually, would dwarven lore help? Because we're living in mountains and such.
Yeah, but probably at -2.
That's fine. I'll give you a roll in the tower.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you've rolled a 23, which is quite good. So let me see if there's anything I can give you about weaknesses. Okay, you know these things have no sense of sight, but they can sense movement. You know, it's immune to critical hits, acid, mental precision, and unconsciousness, and is resistant to electricity.
So I assume I know what his attacks are or what happens if you get engulfed?
Yeah, if you get engulfed, you basically have to fight to escape. But there's a chance of being paralyzed, which you have a saving throw against, and then you take acid damage. To actually to engulf somebody that it's aware of, it has to make an attack, or it has to make a DC 19 roll to actually engulf something.
All right, that.
Which
I
would
don't
be his
know if
athletics.
that would work, but it might also hurt him a lot. But we could try throwing a grappling hook into the jello and
Yep,
try
pull
to
him through it.
grapple on him and pull him out by
Yep.
tearing the hooks into his flesh.
It's a good
Okay.
idea.
Yeah, that would be that would class as an escape check, but rolled by you instead of him. So yeah, you could throw him the rope, but he's paralyzed, so he won't be able to grab it. You have to actually hook it onto him.
Yeah,
he's
trying to hook onto him.
Okay, it's going to take you an action to get your grappling hook ready.
All right.
And
another one to throw?
Yeah.
I mean, it's either his eye or his whole body at this point.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
All right, so what do you want me to roll? Acrobatics?
Okay, yeah, no, it's athletics throwing. Yeah.
Okay. Well, here goes nothing.
Yeah, that's nothing. The grappling hook splats into the gel near him, but not close enough to catch onto him. And obviously he can't move at this point. But it's in there next to him.
Guess I use my other action to pull it back.
Okay, yeah.
Next round again.
Okay. So is that you done?
All right. Yeah, that's me done.
Okay, Abe, your turn.
Okay, so I would like to step to the door to right here. I'm not touching it right here, correct?
That's right, yeah.
Okay, I'd like to step to the door right there.
Mm-hmm.
And now that I can see what it is, that surprised look washes over my face, and I'm like, holy shit. I'm going to slice it with the dog slicer, because I can see him inside, right?
Yes, you can, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna slice where he's not.
Okay.
So cut him in half, and I'm gonna try to hit the deal himself.
Right. Okay, so you got two actions.
There's my first to hit it.
Yeah. So this thing's immune to precision damage, so you're not going to get a sneak attack on it.
Yeah, I didn't think I was going to get that.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Okay, there's the goblin's one.
That's my second action because I moved in.
Yep.
Then I sliced. That's my second action. My third action is going to move my ass back out.
Okay.
Because I don't want to be the next victim.
Okay, is that you done?
Yeah, and as I'm coming out, I'm gonna be screaming and yelling,
gelatinous, gelatinous, gelatinous!
Okay. All right, Caden, you're up next.
Yeah, this could go good or bad. All right. So for my first action, I could try that. I guess I need to be closer to the door. Can I take Ulrich's grappling hook and try and use it?
Yes, you can, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I don't mind him having that.
All right. So I guess I'll move closer. Where do I need to be to do that? About here with the grappling hook?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Okay. All right. And so then it's an athletics check.
Athletics check, yep. Okay, you managed to hook it under his sleeve.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, you got him by the strap of his packs. So you're now free to give him a pull.
All right. And I will try to pull him out, I guess.
Okay. Right. Do you want to roll athletics again, please?
Yep.
Okay, so he pops out with a sort of kind of sound.
Okay. And I think that's my 3 actions.
I think it is. Yep. Okay, so Tremzel is paralyzed 1, so that wears off this round. So you get to you're kind of prone at the moment, Tremzel. So you'll be out here. Oh, I can't move you. There you are. I'll move the thing back so it was there. So you're there now. You're prone, so you need to. If you're going to do anything, you need to spend an action getting up.
So I'll be unparalyzed.
Yes, yeah, it is.
Round.
Yeah. So, well, yeah, you can't really do anything at the moment, can you? Okay, Cannondale.
Right. So, question for Caden. With you being there and you're, well, the user's obviously going to get a turn, are you going to be sticking around in the front?
I mean, I can't move anywhere, so.
I guess what I'm trying to say is, will you be tanking or?
I mean, I could try a tank, guys. That's not a big deal.
I think hit and run would be the best idea. Let's hope it's relative.
So it's going to have a second go because it can. Which hits. And you take no damage again because you've resisted it. And another fortitude save, please. Oh, that's not good. Okay. Doesn't tell me how long the incapacitation lasts. So No. Okay. Right. Okay, it's got one last swing. And it missed. Okay, so basically what you have to do is you have to roll a fortitude save to be able to move again next time. You get that? Yeah?
Yep.
Yep, okay. Right. So next up is Alec. Zero, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and get ready there by the doorway. And he's preparing an attack. Okay, Galmond is also moving into position over here and preparing an attack with Wall Breaker next to him. Okay, Ulrich, your turn again.
All right. Wait, why is everyone blocking the door frame?
No, it's just stood to one side of it.
Oh, okay. Well, I assume everyone can hopefully get away. Let's check. Yeah. I'm yelling to everyone to get out of that room to get the cube into a better position and try to get it shooting on the move.
Okay.
So we don't try to get into close combat with it, because that seems to be deadly.
Yes.
So,
Does indeed.
moving 20 feet back.
Okay.
Trying to load this. Well, it follows movement anyway, so whatever.
Okay,
And
put him back there.
actually, before I move, I'll cast I'll cast Hunter's Mark on it, or
Okay.
Hunt Prey.
Yep.
And yeah, then I move, and that because I got nothing else to.
Okay. Abe.
I was going to the very same thing. But I would like to move like right here on the side so that he can come through the door, and I would like to ready an action so when I see it come through the door, I can slice it.
Okay. Yep. That's
so
fine.
To ready an action, that's on my. Okay, that's. How do I do that? Just click the little button here on myself,
yes,
right?
says ready. Yeah. Okay, Caden. So you need to spend an action. First thing you need to do is roll a fortitude saving throw.
Yep. In the tower it goes.
Okay, you've managed to shake off the effects of the paralysis. You will yourself to move.
So for my second action, now that I've freed our friend, I'll move right there.
Okay.
And for my third action, I'm going to do nothing. And I'll just pass my turn.
Right, Tremsel. So if you can make a fortitude saving throw, please. Okay, yeah, you managed to shrug it off as well.
So that's one action. Second action, I will get up.
Mm-hmm. Then run away.
Third action, I'm going to toss fire at.
Okay.
Meant to only do it once.
Okay, your first one hit anyway, so we'll go by that one.
Okay. So it's 1d8 fire. Plus splash damage. Is that right?
Okay. Only if you crit, I think. Oh no, the splash damage it takes anyway. Yeah, so it'll take an extra point of damage. Okay, so just to give you an idea, you've done 11 points of damage to it. It's still got 79 hit points left.
Right, and I don't have an action left to get out of the way. Yeah, that's it for me.
Okay.
Right,
okay,
so
Cannondale.
it's my turn.
Yeah.
Although I still have a hook in my shirt.
You do, yes.
Fortuitous.
It all turns to who's still holding the rope.
How long's the rope? 50 foot?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I could still have it.
Yep.
Okay, so who's our most powerful ranged physical?
Probably Ulrich.
Yeah, I can
Right.
do 12 damage with range.
And what's that? You're on a 1d10.
Yeah.
Cool.
After respecting, I can do a lot more.
There we go.
Well, time to get eaten again.
Okay. Right, it's going to start moving. I can't move yet because you're in the way. So it's going to have to...
Oh, it can't engulf people.
Oh, it can, yes. But it's going to take a swing first. So it's done 6 damage. Can you do a fortitude save, please? Tremsel? Okay, you're paralyzed again. Right, so it's now going to try and do the engulf now. So how does this work? This is an athletics. Okay. So it's now engulfed you again. So for 7 damage. Sorry, I was trying to move everything around to. No, that wasn't right. That's not letting me hit you. Where's it gone? There we go. Okay, so that's its turn complete. Alak is going to step over and grab the rope, and he's going to try and pull you out. And fails. So he's making another attempt. And succeeds. So he's pulled you out of the muck. And that's his turn. Galmond is still preparing. Ambush this thing as it comes through. Ulrich, your turn again.
All right, now I can shoot it. So shooting it once.
Okay. That hits. That hits quite nicely.
Why did it roll 2 dice?
Because Cannondale put magic weapon on you.
Oh, sweet.
Yes,
All
it
right,
definitely felt like one.
reloading second attack.
Yep. That hits as well.
What's his A?
Righty ho.
Did we skip Trimsel?
Oh no, sorry, it looks like we did. I think I must have double-clicked the proceed button. So yes, Tremsel's turn.
Sorry.
Right.
So the first thing you need to do, Tremsel, is roll your fortitude save to get rid of the paralysis from the slime. Okay, yeah, you've made that. So that's one action, and you're able to move again.
Okay. I'm just going to stand up and cower for the rest of this turn.
Yeah. Sit there and rock quietly. Yeah. Okay, Cannondale. Now it's your turn.
Right. So I am going to put my hand out towards this creature. You notice icy particles start forming around my hand, and I'm going to cast Ray of Frost at it.
Okay. So you hit it. You do 8 damage, and it slows it down as well, doesn't it?
Only on a critical.
Ah, right. Okay. Right. Anything else?
I am going to shield myself.
Okay. Right, so it is now the ooze's turn again. 1, 2, 3. It's going to try and engulf our illustrious Hellknight. Right, how we do that? Okay, yeah. It's rolled a 28. It's going to succeed, so he's going to take 2d6 damage. Find the thing. Okay, and now it counts as saving throw to resist. Okay, that's sufficient to resist paralysis, so he's still fighting. Okay, so it's now Alex's turn. He's not paralyzed, so he's going to make an athletics check to try and escape. And fails. So he can't do anything else. Galmond. Is going to fire a longbow at the thing. And hit criticals it. It only does 6 damage. Okay. And then Wallbreaker is going to close and try and bite. And successfully hits. Okay. Right. Ulrich.
All right. I've got to reload. I really can't worry right now about everyone getting sucked into the cube. I've told them a lot of time to not get into contact.
Yeah. Do not get in touch with the cube.
Reload.
Okay.
Rolling for crit.
Okay, you hit it. Okay.
All right.
You really started to grind this thing down now.
Yeah, slowly and steadily.
Alrighty, I think you know the idea behind my plan. Just step just close enough to smacking.
Yep. That's a critical.
So do I do the double or does it do it by itself?
It'll do it automatically for you. Okay.
And now I'm gonna move my happy butt back to here.
Okay. Caden.
Am I still connected or not? Because I've not seen anything anybody's done.
Well, it's still showing you on the.
Well, let's see. Can you see this?
No, he's actually not at the top.
No, you're not on the top. You're not on. You're not connected.
All right. So for my first action, I'll have to reconnect here in a second.
Okay. Yeah. It's 3 actions to reconnect.
Oh, it's 3 actions to reconnect. Okay. Move me.
That was funny.
Move me in front of Wallbreaker. So that's
Yeah.
20. That's 1 action. Using my Tiger Sword, I'm going to use Flurry of Blows on the gelatinous cube.
Mhm.
And I guess if you want to roll them, you can. And then my last action will be moved back where I was.
Well, my rolls can't be any worse than yours. So.
Okay. Yeah, that's true. So
Okay.
you should be able to see my sheet. And while you're doing that, I'll drop out and.
So are you using the temple sword? You say?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So you hit the first one. Okay, and second attack. Missed.
All right. And then just move me back where I was.
Okay.
You rolled that against Alec, Jessica.
Did I? You're right, I did. All right, well, he's not doing the second attack anyway. So, because he moved, then attacked, then moved again, so it doesn't matter. It's irrelevant.
Did you roll damage on his first attack?
Yes. Yes, he did 5 damage.
Yeah, we don't see the rolls viewed of them, do we?
No. Okay, Tremsel, your turn.
It's still on fire, right?
No, the persistence doesn't automatically stack. Let's say it's got to be a critical to get the persistence.
Okay, well, I'll just lob a couple more at it.
Go for it.
While I'm at the...
With Alec being engulfed, does he take splash damage?
He probably does, yes. Well, that's a critical hit, so it's actually on fire now.
Right.
Oh, great, it's burning now.
See, you got a burning acidic slime.
Abe's eyes are gonna light up and start singing.
This
It's all right,
world is on fire.
Have you read what it says?
Yeah.
You've killed it. So you hurl the flasks and they sort of plop into the slime and burst open and burn it away from the inside. You manage to get Alak out of the way before he's set on fire too. But he does take 1 point of damage.
That's for barbecue.
Yeah. So poor old Alak is as bad off as he was at the start of the session.
Good thing we healed him when we did, or we'd have lost him.
Okay.
Okay.
So
for my second action, then I'll pop an elixir of life for me, and I'll toss. When it comes around to me again, I'll toss another one to Alec.
Okay. Yep. Okay, that was a bit of a beast, that thing, wasn't it?
Honestly, it wasn't that bad.
Yeah, I think we
If
did rather
people
well.
didn't keep running into it.
Yeah, yeah. However, in the remains of the cube, you find a dwarven skeleton, and it is holding a very fine-looking axe.
Nice. You want me to roll crafting for that? Or Dwarven Lore?
Dwarven lore, yeah.
Sure.
Let me just the details for you. Okay, it is now in the inventory.
Sweet.
And you have identified it successfully as a +1 battle axe.
Ooh. Can't really use it.
No, but Galmond probably can. He uses a dwarven war axe. So perhaps we should give it to him.
I can find that.
I agree.
The stronger the party, the better.
He can have that. Alright, is there anything else in that room?
Aside from the ruins of the bits of armor and stuff like that, there's not really anything. No.
What kind of armor is it? Is it still usable?
No, you might be able to cobble together a low quality suit of it, but it's plate. It's standard. It's very ancient sort of Hellknight plate. It's not of a very current design, and it probably isn't particularly effective. Might well be more of a liability than a benefit.
Could I craft it as a long-term project?
You can, yes, if you want to. I mean, it will be here. I mean, you will have access to the keep afterwards. So Any more?
I rolled a 1 on him. I don't know if you did.
Yeah, I've already applied that.
Awesome.
So I'm gonna roll one last one for him.
Okay. Yeah, successful. Okay. So he's not healed completely, but he's feeling a lot better.
Yeah, I've got a war wound here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Halflings don't tank so good.
No. So there you are. You've basically barricaded yourselves in the room and rested overnight, taking the time to heal Tremsel and Alec, and you're now ready to proceed. Tell me your plans.
All right. I don't know which door we go, but I'll go second since I'm pretty good at detecting traps now.
I definitely like to stay at the back.
Okay, so we're going to set you up in the main hallway there, where those doors go off to the south wing. 1 second.
Right. I'll go there and pretend I'm second and so on.
Okay.
I'll be right next to him because I can go peek, listen.
I'll put Alec at the front because he's kind of tanky. And I'll put
it's also kind of his
Kane
area.
there. And Tremsel
We go in line, guys. The corridors are only 5 feet wide.
How many hit points does Alec actually have?
Well, it's showing more than 5 feet, showing 15. So that's why I went there.
No, the small corridors to the south.
The small corridors.
These corridors 15 feet.
Okay, so I'm looking from east to west. The one that we're in right now has 3 squares or 5 feet.
Yes,
each.
but what we're doing is we're going into the ones that are heading south from that corridor, which are only 5 feet wide.
Yeah, that's why I was standing behind Alaric.
Yeah. Sorry, we're just getting the order of march sorted out first. And the raven's flowing to the wall now. Look.
Boop.
What's that? What's that quote from the Crow? Caw, bang, fucking
bang, bang, yeah.
All right, let's go. Let's start with the most left door.
More like the caw of Galaxy Quest.
Okay, so you're going to go down here, yeah?
Yeah, we'll go. Yeah, whatever. That door, fine. I don't think it matters really.
There's no door down there.
Looks like a dead end.
Might be worth searching.
Looks like a secret door.
Exactly.
Okay.
Well, if it's a trap, I find it without having to actively search.
Yeah, I'll do it I'll do the roll in a second. Unless you want to do a perception roll for me.
Sure.
Okay, Ulrich, yeah, that's good enough. This does actually open out into a another chamber. I shall just reveal for you.
The magic door was discovered by Metagaming.
So do you passively find traps now? Have you taken a feat for that?
Yeah, I don't have to actively search for it.
Sweet.
So we can't be, in quotation, surprised by traps.
Okay, 6 looming raised daces stretch from east to west in this chamber, each bearing a massive stone coffin with the carving of a fully armed and armoured Hellknight lying in stately repose. Upon closer inspections, the details of the various weapons and minor variations of the armour of the figures distinguish these tombs. 2 of the coffins loom ominously open. The east wall bears a complex series of inscriptions composed of faintly glowing blue runes.
Magic. Well, let's enter the room.
Okay.
Any particular language?
No. Okay. So, step into there.
This is where we get a critical fail searching the tombs.
No, this is where you roll initiative.
Nice.
That'll do.
That means XP.
I totally rolled the wrong one. I went to my stealth thing instead of my initiative. Hold on a sec. I mean, unless you want to put that under, I can re-roll it if you want.
No, that's fine.
I'd also like to remind everyone that in our last encounter with the undead, that we discovered they were resistant to slash damage and weak to bludgeoning.
That's depending on what kind of undead they are.
Okay.
Yep. Skeletons are usually resistant to pierce.
Right. So as far as we know, they're just undead for now.
Well, they're not skeletons. You can see that.
Okay. Probably zombies. Zombie Hellknights.
Okay, so Ulrich is up first. These two undead things are shambling out of the from amongst the coffins and sarcophagi. They appear to be wearing the armor of the Hellknight lictors. It looks awfully like the two of the lids of the coffins that have been opened.
So this line of sarcophagi,
yeah.
Yeah. How would that interfere with movement?
Partial cover. Basically, these
if you move through them?
If you move through them, it's going to be difficult terrain. Okay. It's going to cost double to move through it and require an acrobatics check. It's going to be difficult terrain. Okay. It's going to cost double to move through it and require an acrobatics check.
Guess I'm. No, I don't think he would like that. So I'm just going to move here and roll my kukri and shield like that.
Okay.
So I'm just going, and then I'm yelling with my free action. There's undead zombies.
Okay. Okay.
And then I'm yelling with my free action.
Okay, next up.
It wasn't even my turn, apparently.
It was. Yeah, you were first. Cannondale is up next. Okay, next up.
It wasn't even my turn, apparently.
It was. Yeah, you were first. Cannondale is up next.
I am going to move to there. And...
Okay. So you push past everybody. Let's get to there. Yep. You can still move 10 feet on that, another 10 feet on that action if you wish.
Right.
You've got a movement of 25, haven't you?
Yes. No, it's 30.
30. Oh, you can move another 15 feet then.
I am going to stay there, and I'm going to ready produce flame.
Okay. No, you can't see anything from there.
I do, but from what I'm assuming is the undead might go in front of.
Okay.
So do I have a button for anything ready? Or...
you might have. I don't know if I set the actions up on your tab. You might have an actions button. If not, it's alright. It's just two actions. Abe.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, hold on just a second. My map just went wacky on me.
You want me to share again?
No, it's good. I just have to recenter it because it's centered. Okay, so for my first action, I'm going to go to here because that's all the farther I can run. But at least I'm inside the door.
Okay.
For my second action, I'm going to throw a dagger at the one that I can see directly in front of me, medium undead 2.
Okay, yeah, go for it. Okay, that's a hit. Okay.
And for my third action, I'm going to run to there. This way the door's open for people who need to get in.
All right, okay. All right, these things don't appear to have a reaction at all. Okay. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Tremsel, your turn now.
All right, my first action, I'd like to go here.
Okay, yep.
I'd like to throw fire at number 2 over there.
Right, yeah, no problem. Okay, that's a hit.
Okay.
Okay.
And then for my third action, I'd like to take cover right here.
Taking cover against where you are, yeah?
Yeah, yes, see, I've got an AC4 and AC2 one here. Let's see which one applies. Probably the AC4.
No, it's only partial cover. So it'll be AC2. Yeah.
AC2, okay.
Yep.
And that's it.
Okay. All right, so it's now the turn of medium undead number 1. Who can move 25. 3, 4. So that's just one action. And it's going to claw at Ulrich and miss. And then with its second and final attack, it's going to try it again. And misses again.
That door.
Can I see it, Jessica, or is it just out of line of sight?
One second. You can probably see it from there, yes.
Right,
Are you going to trigger your prepared attack
I am,
now, yeah? Okay, go for it. Okay, and you missed.
Okay.
All right, so medium undead number 2 strides through the burning remains of the flask that was thrown at him to go after the person who threw it. Okay, as he steps there, Alak is going to get an attack of opportunity, which hits critically. Sorry, wrong dice. That one. This should have been critical, so it's double that. So that becomes 10. Okay. Right, and that thing's going to claw at Alec now. So hit him and missed. And also at Tremsel. Not working. Oh, critical hit.
Just call me Threat Magnet.
Yep, you take 17 damage.
Dang.
And that's not all.
Oh.
Poison resistant.
No, it gets 3 hit points back. It has a life drain attack.
I would say nice, but I don't like that.
So, okay. Right, okay. And he gets one more swing as well. At -5. Sorry, there's me dropping the dice. And misses. Okay. Caden.
All right. So, do I need to make an athletics check to roll to here?
Yeah, you'd have to do a tumble through on that one.
All right.
So you'd move, action.
Yep. So let me do that.
Okay, yeah, that's successful.
All right. So I'm on the other side. So now he's flat-footed.
Yeah, 1 second. Let me just grab the status for him. There you go.
And then I'm going to use Flurry of Blows on him.
Mm-hmm.
So here's the first attack.
Misses.
Of course. Here's the second attack.
That's a hit.
Okay. There's that.
Okay.
And I think I've got one more action left. Or was the tumble one as well? So
the tumble is part of the movement, isn't it?
yeah. So okay, so I've got one more.
Mhm.
One more. I'll just do the last attack then. Miss.
That's a miss.
And that's my turn.
Okay. So it's Alec's turn now. He's going to swing his greatsword at this thing. And misses completely. But he's going to take a second attack because a good Hellknight is never deterred by the forces of chaos and evil. Well, not necessarily chaos of evil, but certainly by chaos. And that's a hit. Where's the token gone?
It kind of like magically warped up, like northwest.
It's dimension doored.
It got hit so hard.
It knew what was coming.
Knocked into the door.
So that takes 11 damage, and he's going to have, because he's going to, feeling that going in kind, he's going to go -10 and attack again because he can. And he crits on his final.
Nice.
Bye. Okay, so this creature is collapses in a smashed up mess of darkness and shadows and rotten flesh. Just in case you're wondering, these are whites. Okay, so next up is Galmond. He's going to come down here. And take 2 shots with his bow. Longbow there is. Yeah, it's a critical. Yeah, that worked. And second attack. Missed. Okay. Galmond's turned on. So it's now Ulrich's turn.
All right. First action, raising my shield.
You just skipped me.
Did I? I do apologise.
No worries, man.
Wait, aren't you?
No, didn't you? No, you come after Ulrich.
It said turn Cannondale, then turn Ulrich.
Yes, because I went on one too far forward.
Oh,
and I went back. Yeah.
I'm so.
It's all right.
Yeah, that was a clever trick. Oh, you dodged me. Oh, it's your turn again.
Well, sneaky sorcerer and all that.
All right, raising shield and attacking twice with the kukri.
Okay. First one misses. Second one misses. Now it's your turn, Cannondale.
Thank you. I'm going to move there for my first one.
Okay. Right, there you go.
And then I'm going to cast Ray of Frost at it.
Okay. That's a hit. Okay. Good damage.
No. Did that crit?
Uh,
I'm confused. Why did it roll 2? It doesn't say.
I don't know. You didn't.
The damage
Because he
says
has-
it crit.
Yeah, but
Right, but the
hit.
reason that it rolled 2 is because you still have that effect on you for the magic, isn't it?
No, I didn't cast that on me.
No, it's just for some reason it's rolled it as a critical, isn't it?
If you hold a specific key, it automatically does that.
Ah, right.
So
Okay.
I think it's if you
So
have
I'll
your
put
push
I'll
to
put
talk
12.
on.
I'll take that 12 off. Just roll normal damage. 1 second.
Righty-ho.
That would be
So 1 + 4 would be 5, wouldn't it?
Yep.
How peculiar.
just roll the damage.
Oh, sorry, I'm going to roll again.
Yeah.
Still.
Okay. Right. Okay.
Yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Right. So Abe's turn.
Alrighty, I'm going to run to here. That way he's flat-footed.
Okay, you're gonna have to go round.
I thought, well, can't I jump over him?
You can jump over, yeah, but it's like an acrobatics check.
Well, that's
Not a
fine.
hard
Yeah,
one, like,
acrobatics
but
check.
yeah, that's no problem. You made that all right. Okay, so it's now flat-footed as well. Just 1 second.
Alrighty, now I'm gonna hit him with a dog slicer.
Okay. Okay, that's a hit. And it's a sneak attack. Okay.
I'm gonna hit him one more time for my third action.
Okay. Okay, that's also a hit. Also a sneak attack. Oof. You felt that.
And that's my turn.
Okay. This thing's looks like it's held together by bits of tendon and cloth, stuff like that, you know. It's not in a very good shape. Tremzel, your turn now.
Do I have a line of sight on him?
You do, yes.
Okay, I'll toss another fire.
Okay. Okay, that's a hit. Abe and Ulrich are going to take 1 point of splash damage each.
Okay, so do I apply the splash?
No, the splash damage only applies to the squares around it. You actually hit it. You've done damage to it.
Okay.
Yep.
And that'll be my turn.
Okay. Right, so it's medium undead number 1's turn now. Or white number 1 as it is. It's not very happy with Abe.
Can't
Done such
imagine why.
massive amounts of damage to it. Okay, so its first attack hits. Does 6 points of damage, and it gets 3 temporary hit points. Okay. That's 5. Let's have another go. Which also hits. Ooh, you're getting mauled.
Oh, good lord.
This thing's got a bit of goblin fever.
Yes. So it's now up to 6 temporary hit points on top of what it had left. And its final reckless attack. Missed. And it's Caden's turn.
Well, they've pretty much got it surrounded.
They have, yeah. No way you can get in there, is there?
No, so what I'll do is I'll take. Let's see that. What was that? Let's see, 25, 30, 35, 40. That should be 40 to go around.
Okay.
So you just watch the monk just literally run around the room. And then for the second action, I'll move right here.
To make sure the goblin can't get away.
Well, he can go through my legs or something.
Yeah.
And
small enough.
from there, that's going to be my turn. There's nothing else I can do.
Okay. So it's Alex's turn now. So he's going to turn his greatsword on this beast. And he hits it. And down it goes. Smushed. Okay, so you've cleared this room. Right, there are people, some rather hurt people.
First
Abe's
thing
taking a
first,
pounding. Tremzel's taking a pounding. Uh,
I'm going to pick up the remains of number 2.
Yeah.
And take it to the farthest open box and put it back in.
Okay.
And put the cover back.
Right, okay.
I'm going to go ahead and medicine myself first before anybody else does, because I get an extra 5 for one of my feats. So
Okay, that's great. Yep. Yep. Okay, that's successful.
And then there's a
eight.
+5 to that.
8 plus 5 is 13. That's a good heal.
And I'll take
That's
medicine on.
Good medicine.
I'll take medicine on Trimsel.
Okay. You're disconnected again.
Yay! I'll be right back.
Well, whilst we're waiting for that, I'll also do a medicine check on Tremzel.
Okay. Yeah, you make him worse. You rolled a critical fail. You actually injure him more than. Oh no, it was a 7. I thought it was a 1. Sorry, I misread it.
Cuts his arm off.
Yeah.
What was the DC?
DC is 10 plus whatever their wounded rating is, so it's just 10.
Okay, so we did succeed then.
Yes, you succeeded.
Yes, you succeeded. Yeah. Just.
Fantastic.
Yeah, a quick roll. You hurt him. Oh no, you actually healed him.
Good heal.
Well, I can do medicine on myself while someone please pick
Don't
up
forget,
number
each one of these
for me.
attempts, you're looking at an hour. Yes, it's 10 minutes of treatment, and then it's an hour of recovery time.
Oh, right. I didn't realize it was that long.
Yeah, it's quite a cooldown. You have to be a dedicated healer for that, with feats and everything.
Yeah, but you basically need battle medicine to do it on the short term.
I have battle medicine.
I have battle medicine.
Okay, that's fine.
Nope, I don't have battle medicine. I didn't put it in my bed. One of us does, but I don't.
I do.
And I asked Alec to help me pick up the other set of remains, and we'll both take it to the last open box and put it away.
Okay.
These look like things we should be searching for these magical items.
Yeah, before we seal them back up.
Okay, so you go through these coffins. Inside are the remains of the lictors of the Hellknight Order. These were the leaders and generals, and each of them has a very fine weapon. You come away with a greatsword, 2 halberds, a morning star, and a war flail.
I'll turn to Alec and ask him how he feels about these.
They say, well, obviously I prefer they remain with their owners, but needs must, and we need to clear this place. So if it's going to help, I'm sure they'd approve.
Honestly, if they are not magical, we can probably keep
They are
them here.
magical.
All.
Okay.
So you're going to roll for that because your assurance isn't high enough.
Right to help.
Okay, you look at these runes that are glowing on the wall, and you don't understand what they say.
I'd like to ask Alec if he has any understanding of them.
Okay, he looks. Yeah, I've seen this before. It is something. It is a tactic that Hell Knights have been known to use in the past. It's a Necromantic Ward. It's as you saw with the remains there that we've just fought. Anybody raiding these tombs will face the undead. This ward will reanimate the dead to counter the attack. It's kind of, think of it as a kind of fight fire with fire.
All right. Well, we're probably done in here. So we'll take the weapons and then carefully seal the boxes back up as respectfully as we can.
Okay.
Well,
Alec is quite appreciative of the way you handle yourselves around the honoured dead. He's explaining about the ward. He said they can be dispelled, but it's difficult. They can be disarmed by a skilled thief, but difficult and dangerous. It's up to you if you wish to try.
Well, I certainly can do that too.
I'm more than willing to try to do the thievery stuff if you like.
Okay. He said if it backfires, it will injure you badly. I just want you to understand that before you attempt.
Okay, so is this?
I'm going to run out of the room.
Here's my question. By me doing this, do we have to do this in order to get those +1 weapons, or do we already have those +1 weapons?
You got the weapons.
So
but
exactly
this is only one part of the southern wing that you've gone into. There are other Hell Knight leaders and other treasures.
Right. I'm asking the group right now, what is the benefit of disarming this thing? Do we need to disarm it? Do we want to disarm it? Is there anything special if we do disarm it? That's what I'm asking.
If we disable these wards, does it stop the undead spawning in all the other rooms?
It will, yes.
So if I successfully do it, they will not spawn. But if I don't successfully do it, then they will spawn.
Mm-hmm.
That will take a lot of damage.
I have an expert in thievery.
So do I.
Would we like to give it a go?
Make a roll.
I suggest that we only have one person.
One person do it at a time. Yeah.
So you guys want me to do it?
You're the one with the skills, mate. If you want to do it, do it.
Your call.
Well, this may blow up in my face, but I'm gonna try it.
Okay, so you find your way through into where this ward is written, and you very carefully pick away at the edges of the runes until they become misshapen. Eventually, they fade and disappear. You succeeded by 4.
Well done, Abe.
Thank you, God.
And for that, you get 120 XP plus the XP value of all the undead in the South Wing.
Thank you, Gork and Mort.
So that's very good. The other alternative there was you could have dressed up as Hell Knights. That would have stopped the undead from spawning as well. But yeah, that was a difficulty 23 thievery roll to defuse the ward.
I somehow don't think Alec would have liked us taking all the clothes off the corpses and wearing.
Oh, there was that closet with uniforms in it.
There was, yes.
Oh, right.
Okay, so bunch of XP to begin with.
That was an amazing roll. That is going to help us so much.
Yeah.
That XP.
Yeah, I think that's the consequence of that was if you'd failed, you'd have taken 3d6 damage.
Oh, good lord.
Not quite as bad as I was expecting, but still.
Yeah, but I'm only at 25. If it would have hit that 3
Yeah.
sixes, I would have been.
That was an extremely brave gamble to take, and I think you're worth a hero point for that one.
Oh, well, thank you very much. I have no idea where to put a hero point. Oh, that's in my notes.
Just doing your notes here.
Okay, so you're going to move around through to the next.
Yep.
Same order, different door.
Yeah. Put some more boys up the front this time. We'll have Abe close to the front to do whatever checks he needs to do. Hero Rogue. And we've lost Nemo again.
Could I just ask if we could just take a quick bio break before we go into this next room?
Yeah, absolutely. When do you need to go?
I actually looked at my clock wrong. I have about an hour. I thought it was 10 minutes, but I have about an hour.
Do you want to take 5 minutes then? And
yeah,
Sure.
That sounds good. I can grab me a donut.
I'm good with that.
Awesome, thank you.
Okay, I'll sit here and do music.
Yeah, I reset an option on my modem, so that's why I got disconnected this time.
Ah, right. Yeah.
So
you do seem you've disconnected again.
Yeah, I did that on my own. I'm trying to rejoin the game.
Right.
Whatever music you do, it can't be worse than Jetron's Dutch folk music.
Oh
Good
my
Lord.
god.
So we're having fun.
Yep.
Good. Right.
All right, we'll see how this works.
This is where everybody goes. The audio's failed again.
It's still quite a bit to discover, apparently.
That's okay. We've only got like 3 people, including me, watching.
Yeah. 2 of them will be Seth. Hey, Seth. Give him a shout out.
Abe is back.
Abe's front.
I like how the bear and the raven are just chilling.
Yeah.
They're not going anywhere. No, Abe.
All right, I'm back.
We're living the stream.
We are the stream.
That's right.
Yeah, baby.
Be the stream.
Add that back.
Okay. So as you can see, I've put the markers in the room for where there are now piles of collapsed bone and armor, which is where the undead would have spawned. As you can see, this next room would have been quite a fight. 5 skeleton
Definitely.
guards and a skeleton champion.
Oh my goodness.
Well done, Abe.
Thank you very much.
I don't mind fighting them. I take another 120 XP.
You get the XP anyway.
Yeah,
because
you can fight them again.
By defusing the ward, you destroyed all of the undead that's down here.
So we got the XP for them.
So you're going to get the XP for them now as I press this button.
This is going to be big. Oh, that's beautiful.
Oh, okay. Never mind. That session already gave us like half to next level, right?
Yeah.
I imagine disabling that ward has saved us a hell of a lot of time.
Oh yeah, that's quite a lot of XP. Everyone back?
I do think so.
Did somebody want to come down here and search this bottom room down here, see if there's anything in here? Or at least just look around to see if there's anything here laying around?
Yeah, I don't feel like disturbing the graves particularly.
Well, I mean, I can always stealth through there. That way nothing's disturbed. I would hope that I could stealth past a dead person.
No, I just don't want to offend Alec this way.
There could be more treasures, though.
I don't think it's offensive to search a room to make sure everything's clear, and if we find something, everything's okay.
Is everybody back now?
I think so.
Okay. So along the southern wall is a large relief carving of a sunburst made of nails. Instead of typical flagstones, the floor is made up of headstones with names and dates. Curiously, 6 of the headstones have been pried open to reveal empty graves within. And you can see the 6 remains scattered around the room now, where they've collapsed where the ward was removed.
I'd like to just go in there and just take a look around, see if there's anything on the backside or anything like that.
Okay, so once again, Alex sort of winces a bit as he looks at these tombs. He says, just don't desecrate the bodies. As much as it pains me to disturb these tombs, I understand that any magical treasures in here will find you, help you achieve your cause. And he kind of looks away, chews on a thumbnail.
Sir Alec, would you care to come with me, and we will reinter these honored remains back to their home?
I think that would be a fine idea, and I really appreciate the gesture.
I mean, they served some grand purpose when they were alive. They served a purpose when they were dead. But we're not their enemy, and therefore I think it's the least we can do.
Okay. Right. The 4 tombs in the western room require either a thievery check or an athletics check to open. So you can either force them open or you can try and pick them open.
Let me look and see if I'm have insurance on either one of those. I have assurance on thievery, so I'll go ahead and
to what score?
Do what?
To what's your assurance score? What's the what role will give you?
I have a plus 12 on the thievery and the 10, so it'll be a 22.
Okay, right. Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, I just want to say that it's minus your dex. It doesn't take the total into account on assurance. It's just your plus from being trained already.
I did think that was the case. Yes.
Say that one more time. You broke up. I didn't understand what you
said. So if you've got a plus 9 from having expert, your assurance roll would be 19.
Right. Yeah, I've got a plus 12, so my assurance roll would be a 22.
Is that before your dex is added to it?
Yeah, you don't get your dex bonus on assurance.
Okay, so my total on the assurance is a plus 12.
So what do you know when it says next to proficiency? What's the number there?
Plus 8.
So that's what you get, 18 then.
Yeah, 18. You don't get your dex bonus.
12. Okay, well then I'd rather roll it then instead of getting the. Yeah,
you would need to anyway because the 18's not enough.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and roll it.
Okay.
In the tower?
There's 4 different ones to open.
I'm gonna start with the one the farthest south.
Okay. This one bears the name Lorene Sinel. Okay, and you've managed to open it. Okay, and in it you find the skeleton wearing the armor now decayed and not really wearable. But she is wearing a ring. Well, she's actually wearing 2 rings.
Can I identify what kind of rings it is? Or actually, I wouldn't be able to identify it. I'm just gonna let them know. I'm gonna turn around. I'm not gonna yell, but I'm gonna talk loud enough to where they could hear me. I'm saying,
okay. Guys, this tomb that she has rings, but I don't know what the rings are for.
So that way, whoever knows can come in and check out the rings.
Right.
Check with your life for that, Jessica.
That would be an Arcana, please.
Would you like me to go for it, or has anyone else got an Arcana?
If you're the one with a higher Arcana, it's probably best you do it.
Righty-ho.
Plus 8 for me.
Yeah, plus 9 here. Does anyone beat a plus 9?
Nope.
Okay, well, you rolled a 27, so yeah, that's good. Okay, I will identify that for you. There you go. It's in the inventory as doubling rings. I'll read out what it says. This item consists of 2 magically linked rings, an intricate gleaming golden ring with a square-cut ruby, and a thick plain iron ring. When you wield a melee weapon in the hand wearing the golden ring, the weapon's fundamental runes are replicated onto any weapon you wield in your hand wearing the iron ring. Fundamental runes are weapon potency and striking, which add an item bonus to attack rolls and extra weapon dice, respectively. Any fundamental runes on the weapon in the hand wearing the iron ring are suppressed. So you could have a +1 sword in one hand, and if you have a weapon in your offhand, that will become a +1 as well. It will basically copy any runes you've got on your main hand weapon onto your offhand weapon if you had the gold ring on your main hand and your iron ring on the offhand, or vice versa. The replication functions only if you wear both rings, and it ends as soon as you cease wielding a melee weapon in one of your hands. Consequently, the benefit doesn't apply to thrown attacks, or if you're holding a weapon but not wielding it, such as holding in one hand a weapon that requires two hands to wield. That's very good for dual wielding, yes. Okay, so that's the contents of the first one. Are you going to try and open the next one?
Of course.
Okay, so same check, please.
Yeah, I froze
Okay,
a little bit, sorry.
So you rolled the 30 there. That's fantastic. So you managed to open the sarcophagus, which in this case is marked with the name Paravicar Ionesta. And again, inside is the skeleton with the decayed armor. And this one is wearing a talisman, a pin in the shape of a monkey climbing a tree.
I assume that the guy that did the identifying he's already here, so I don't have to say anything back to anybody, right?
No, he's right with you. Okay, and you rolled a 20, so you successfully identify this pin as a monkey pin, which is a talisman. Remember the one-shot enchantment?
Yep.
It's one of those. But this one triggers automatically whenever you use your claiming skill and is then consumed. Small brass pin in the shape of a monkey climbing a tree. When you activate the talisman, you use a climb action. If you succeed, you move your full speed in the climb. If you roll a critical, you get if you roll a critical failure, you get a failure instead. Requires athletics to craft one. So you say it's just a minor item that's like a one-shot one. Okay, so the next tomb is marked Renton Viselli. Okay, you managed to open this one as well. And again, this is a Hell Knight wearing a particularly nice set of armor, but it's decayed and is no longer wearable. And he is wearing around his neck a piece of what looks like cabochon, a small sort of amber-coloured stone. And in it is embedded a feather. Okay, so you recognise this as another talisman. This is a feather step stone. This stone, usually shaped as a cabochon, is a small chunk of amber, which is with a bit of feather or flying insect caught within it. When you activate the stone, you ignore the effects of difficult terrain. And difficult terrain you move through until the end of, or greater difficult terrain until that you move through until the end of your turn.
Is that consumed on use?
That is consumed on use, yes. And that leaves one more, which is marked with the name Zera Dalphine. And you just managed to open this one. And this one is wearing slightly lighter armor with exposed arms, but around her wrists she's wearing a set of ornate braces, which you can take. I'll put those in the inventory as well. Are you going to identify these?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you identify those as braces of missile deflection, which I've put identified in the inventory.
Are there one shots?
No, these are proper magic wrist guards. Once a day, they give the ability to. They give you a reaction once a day. I'll read it out for you. Once a day, trigger. You get a reaction, which whenever somebody makes a ranged weapon attack, hits you, but doesn't critically hit, you must be aware of the target not flat-footed. The effect is braces send a missile, of course, and you gain a +2 AC bonus circumstance against the triggering attack. If this would cause the attack to be a failure, the attack misses you. These braces are made from plates of durable mithril and gleam like the summer sun.
Sound pricey.
Could be. Could well be. Okay, so that's.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead.
Sorry. That's
No,
all four of the sarcophagi opened in this room.
Does anybody mind if I take those bracers?
Not in the slightest.
Go ahead.
All right.
It does sound like quite a monk thing to have, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Definitely.
So I'll take those.
Okay.
Do we have anybody dual wielding or not?
Nope.
Kinda, a little bit sometimes, but not really.
I'm thinking maybe that we, in like a respect of Alec, we shouldn't take things that we don't need.
Well, I don't think that's particularly a problem. You've taken them in a respectful manner, which I greatly appreciate, and they are wasted if they stay here. I mean, the doubling rings are not going to serve a corpse. Now the ward's been taken down, these bodies will never move again. So they're as well in your possession as they are in anybody else's. And to be honest, you've done some good things in the service of the Order of the Nail today. So I think you've earned them.
Thank you, Alec. Very kind words.
You guys can go ahead and take those because there's really nothing in it that I could use because I don't dual wield or anything else.
So could we, since none of us are like greatsword fighters, could we let Alec have the greatsword?
Yeah, I would wield it with honor, knowing who it belonged to. So yes, that would be. I would appreciate that greatly.
I'm good with
yours.
it. I think it's an awesome idea.
Yeah. So he very carefully lays his own greatsword aside on one of the sarcophagi, and takes the enchanted one instead, and is a very proud Hellknight today. To wield a weapon that belonged to one of the lictors is something of an honor.
So would any of the weapons in the party sheet be an upgrade for anybody?
No, not for me.
What that can be done is you can use crafting skill to transfer the potency runes off them onto other weapons. Should you be that way inclined as part of your downtime?
That's really clever, actually.
Yeah.
And apart from the greatsword, I think we should just leave them there for now then, and think about that when we've got some downtime, if it's not an upgrade for anybody.
So basically saying on the downtime, we could take that double ring and so instead of having to wield two weapons, we can meld them together so they can be used on just one weapon?
No, you won't be able to do that. No, the runes, the enchanted weapons, the +1 weapons, have a +1 potency rune on them each. and runes can be transferred from weapon to weapon.
Oh, so like we
you
could take like the Morning Star, and instead of being a +1 Morning Star, we
yeah,
could
you
use a
could
crafting
transfer
to put
that
it,
onto your
on
dog
ours.
slicer or something like that. Yeah.
I would like to do that if I could on my downtime for one of the weapons. I don't care which one. Probably the flail, because nobody uses the flail.
Okay. Look at everything. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Right. So you can see to the south, there's an area you haven't explored yet.
Yeah, we'll definitely walk around and look at things.
Okay, so this area up for you.
As I walk around, I unobtrusively toss a grain of sand or something about 5 feet in front of me.
Okay, this is a narrow stone hall filled with the coffin-sized compartments. They stretch from floor to ceiling in this dark claustrophobic chamber. Most of the compartments are occupied with shroud-covered bodies, though some of them are conspicuously empty. And scattered around the face again are discarded bones and remains of something that was possibly undead.
Well, I'll do what I can to put them as comfortably looking back on their shelves.
Okay.
In the meantime, giving them a quick once-over.
Okay, as it's going to take you about 30 minutes to properly go over the place and find the appropriate places for these bones to go. And while you're doing that, you're having a good old look around and see if there's anything interesting. Going to make a perception check, everybody, in the tower. See what you find. Cannondale's got his nose for loot on, so he's going to find it. Okay, so you find in the various places you tucked away, you find a selection of mundane jewellery worth about 10 to 12 gold pieces, and you find a wand.
Okay. Do I recognize any runic symbols on the wand?
No, it's a foot long. It's about 12 inches long. It just looks like a standard wand.
Okay, I'll pick that up and hand it to our tame spellcaster and see what he makes.
Oh, what? I wonder. Oh dear. That's terrible.
Does it need identifying?
It does. It needs an Arcana check, please. Okay, that's fine. You figure out that it's a wand of heal. It can be used once per day.
Oh, fantastic.
I could use a
And it
bit of that right now.
Heal at level 1. Sorry, heal at level 3. As if heightened at level 3.
That's amazing.
So you get much weaker.
But it works exactly the same with a wand as it does if you cast it. So you've got the option of using it with 1, 2, or 3 actions, and the results vary according to how many actions you take.
Does it
Nice.
require a spell slot to use?
No, it's a wand.
Awesome.
So you can all stand together within 30
which
feet.
is nice.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else?
No, that's it. There is another way out of here.
Is the wand in the party sheet, Jasco?
1 second. Don't think it is.
So I'm sorry, I misunderstood what you said. I think if we're all within 30 feet of each other, it works within a 30-foot radius?
You can cast it with 3 actions, get a 30-foot radius, yeah.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Well, that would be probably both Abe and myself can just stand right here and feel the glow or something.
Yep.
But if we use on the goblin, we're only going to roll a 1.
That's cold. Funny and true, but cold.
Right. So, is the wand coded, or is that something I need to do between?
It's something you'll need to do.
Okay, I'll get on that after the session.
Okay.
But for now, do you guys want?
Might be worth doing.
Yes, please, sir.
Right. So everyone gets close together.
Okay. Ulrich's wandered off, but he doesn't need anything, so. Yeah, they're all gathered around you. So target everybody and roll d8 to heal.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so everybody gets 3 points of health back.
Okay. A little less ouch.
I'm feeling the glow a little bit more.
Okay. Right. We're good.
Righto.
Okay. So, Ulrich, are you looking at opening that door area?
Yeah. While waiting for everyone else, but.
Okay.
Jasco, do you know with like dragging from the party sheet or not? I dragged it into my inventory, but it's just like not.
Looks like it's gone.
I've got a few blank items at the bottom, so I don't know if something's gone wrong somewhere.
Just 1 second.
Yeah, because I tried to drag the bracers into mine and it wouldn't let me.
It didn't let me drag the flail either, so I just typed in flail.
It's taken it out of the party sheet, but not put it into the
Right, so. Once the flail was at Abe, was it?
Correct.
Okay, where's that one? One gone to.
Question.
Yeah.
Would I look ridiculous with a polearm being a halfling?
Not really, no. A halberd is quite a short pole arm anyway. I don't think it even has reach, does it?
Yes, it does.
Oh, right. He'd be fine with it. Yeah, nothing wrong with a halfling with a halberd.
Didn't you read with strength?
Well, I've got average strength. I like to be able to stand off so I can reach out and touch someone now and then.
Right, you should find you've got the items you wanted now.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Right, okay, so are we going to get caught up with Ulrich then, so we can
Yeah.
look in this next room? Okay, sorry for dragging on the... Just clear out the... Get rid of some of those tokens.
Well, I'll give a nice, careful listen at that door.
Okay, do you want to roll a perception check? Okay, you listen and you don't hear anything.
Nothing in there.
Could I just ask something before we carry on, Jessica?
Yeah.
So do you know with heal, it's a level 1 spell, isn't it?
Yes, but this cast is a level 3, so as if it's heightened to level 3.
Yeah, so shouldn't it have been 3d8 on the heal?
Yeah, I guess it should be. Is it heightened every one level? Is it?
It's got +1 next to it.
So it's...
For every level above first level, increase the healing or damage to undead by 1d8.
There you go. Yeah. Yeah, so it should be 3d8. So we'll consider everybody properly healed.
Okay, cool.
So it's rather a sizable heal, that isn't it?
I'll have that coded for next session.
Yeah.
Cool.
Best item ever.
I'm loving
It's
it.
amazing.
Yeah, clerics on a stick.
Yeah. Once a day. Okay, so you can't hear anything in there.
Nope,
So-
no monsters in there.
Yeah, just
I'm gonna
wondering.
go ahead and go up there and see if it's locked, and then if it is, I'm gonna try to pick it. If it's not, then I'm gonna open it very, very stealthily because.
Take
Okay, the
some
door
of these
is not
pebbles
locked.
with you.
Okay, I'm gonna open it as nice as I can.
Okay. Rows of large metal and stone lockboxes line the winding walls of this storeroom. as do occasional shelves and what look like filing cabinets intended for the storage of documents. The lockboxes hang ajar, having been opened and emptied long ago, and a set of obvious tracks in the dusty floor suggests someone has recently moved about in here. A pile of ash and a few melted candle stubs lie atop a low table in the center of the room.
Oh, guys, there's evidence that somebody's been here pretty recently.
Like what, a day old recently?
I don't know. I didn't ask, but it looks like pretty recent.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to step right by Abe here.
Yep.
I'm going to take some of my pebbles and sand and just kind of go wing and make a nice fan-shaped cloud of it going to the far wall.
Okay, it all scatters safely across the floor. There is nothing in this room.
Good. That's what I like. Okay. Then, if you don't mind, Abe, or let's let Ulrich or Alec go ahead in front of us. And I see another door over there. Maybe we could just go over there and see,
Okay,
do the same
the
thing.
footprints leading the direction of that door, but Alec seems distracted somehow. He walks into this chamber and starts going round, and he's sort of like touching various pieces and they're moving somewhere else. And then there's a click, and a little door drops down, and he pulls out a small lockbox, and he says, "By the gods, it's still here." And he kind of sits down and he looks at the box for 2 minutes straight, just staring at this box. And eventually he opens a pouch and he takes a deep breath, pulls out a key from the pouch and opens the box. Sat in a velvet cushion inside the box is a signet ring with the insignia of the Order of the Nail on it. And he just looks at it and he just breaks down and weeps. "This was my father's. I used to sit on his knee and turn this ring on his finger. This is why I'm here. This is the heritage of my family. I couldn't have done it without you."
Well, we are very pleased and happy for you. This is what friends are doing for each other, and this is what we're doing for you.
He says, "Thank you for reuniting me with those memories. You have the Order's gratitude and mine." And he slips the ring on his finger and he just goes quiet and sits there staring at it.
I step by and give him a gentle squeeze on his shoulder and head over to this door to
Okay.
give a listen.
Are you not wanting to check the rest of this place?
Well, I could do that, but we have a whole group of people who are very competent. And
Okay.
Over here looks very conspicuous.
Yeah, let's search.
Well, since everybody's going in there, I'm gonna go back into. I'm gonna go back into the area where he is, and I'm gonna do a whole complete top to bottom search.
Okay.
I kind of expected we were doing that already.
Yeah. Okay. He's not actually in there. I was supposed to move him into the room with you. He's found this.
Oh, okay. I
room
thought he
where
was
you
in
are.
there. Never mind.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
just
then
it's painful moving all these tokens around on a glide pad.
No problem. My fault. So I'd like to go ahead and stay where I was and like search
Okay.
this area that I was in.
Right. Okay. Just 1 second. Where Candel's gone? Various storage racks and cabinets cut to this long, narrow space. Some are empty, though some others still contain dusty banners of the Order of the Nails, sunburst insignias, stylized Asmodean paraphernalia, and other trappings clearly designed for formal funerals. Curiously, the back of the room, a dirt-walled tunnel opens in the wall and stretches into the gloom, and a set of tracks leads from the tunnel door leading back into the vaults.
Guys, there's footprints over here, and again, as Abe said, they look recent, and it looks like it leads back into the vaults. maybe we should investigate.
Okay.
Okay, so the guys in the vault still. While we're doing that, can you make a perception check, please?
The ones in the room with the table, right?
Yeah.
Mine should already be in there.
Okay. Right, okay, so going through everything, you find the following. A silver religious symbol. In this case, it's a symbol of Asmodeus. So it's a silver 5-pointed star. A scroll of darkness, scroll of dark vision, a scroll of heal, and a scroll of magic missile.
Nice.
More scrolls for magic user.
Or scrolls to sell. Okay.
Is it possible to have the scrolls identify, Jasco, just so we know what's on them when they're in the inventory?
In your room, you find the push the thing off the top. You find a Order of the Nail banner, and looking at the quality of the work, you estimate it to be worth around about 30 gold.
Nice.
So, scrolls.
I have a feeling Alex should have that.
I was just about to say that. I agree.
Alec is still deep in his meditation of what it means to have family and to recover the memories of his childhood. But you lay the banner next to him, and he sort of gives you a look and a nod as if to say thank you. Okay, so that should be everything identified now.
Thank you.
Okay.
Right. Okay. We should probably move on. There's a tunnel leading off to where some recent person has been crawling around in this room.
Okay, a bit more XP to award as well. Okay, right. Okay, the tunnel looks like it was built long ago. Possibly as the escape tunnel for the Hell Knights themselves, should the castle ever come under siege. But it seems to go a long way. How far are you going to follow it?
We can follow all the way to the end of it.
Okay. Right. Anybody have survival?
Yeah.
Yes.
Could you make a survival check, please?
All right. Not trained in it, but I have a plus.
Okay. Right. You actually you use your sense of direction. You can tell this tunnel goes directly towards Breach Hill.
Oh boy. Well, we should probably then go back and use the overland, because we still got some people waiting at the campfire, right? Or is everyone preacher?
There's all sorts of there is a campfire. There are camps set up there where Warble and the various goblins from the Bumblebrashes have set up. But
Yeah, we should probably get back.
Okay.
No
Okay.
point following that tunnel if we know where it leads to.
The question is, where in Breach Hill does it come out?
Bookseller's shop, I think.
You think?
Seems very likely.
Yeah.
Or we can just get the people and take the tunnel together.
Yeah, or you can just go take the tunnel and send word to them when you get to Breach Hill that you've come out. Either way.
Have we already explored this whole area? This whole
Yeah,
building,
you've cleared the entire vaults now and the citadel above it. So
All
yeah,
right.
you've cleared the entire building.
Let's
Alright,
go
let's
through
go
the
back to them.
tunnels then.
Okay.
And let's see where we get out.
So the tunnel it leads in a straight line, pretty much, curving or moving downwards as you go, and you take it carefully, expecting to come across creatures, but you don't meet any. It is completely safe. As you get towards the end of it, you begin to pick up smell of stale beer.
Ah.
The tunnel ends with a shaft going upwards with a ladder leading up to a trap door, which opens up in the cellar of the Pickled Ear. The rundown dive bar located in an outaway part of Breach Hill.
My question is, why would they have a tunnel to a holy place for like these knights and stuff in this bar, unless somebody who either owns the bar or they were smuggling things through this for the knights or whatever. So
let's put it this way: the Hell Knights are lawful. They're not necessarily good.
Yes, which brings me to my intention to, like, when we're in the Pickled Ear, I kind of want to listen for any type of information somebody might leak because they're drunk or whatever about the tunnels or about what they know or anything like that.
Okay.
Who might have a connection
Actually,
to
let's make that easy. Here. As soon as we come to the door where we would get out, I just knock against it and see if someone opens.
Okay, you knock and you wait, and you wait and you wait a bit longer, but nobody comes.
All right. Opening it up then.
Okay, so it opens into this mouldering cellar of this really seedy pub. It's the trapdoor is well hidden behind stacks of old barrels that don't look like they've been moved in generations. The only footprints you can see are the ones you've followed that lead to and from the hole, and they all seem to be of the same person, the same sort of size footprint, same sort of size style of shoe. You don't get the impression this is a regularly used thing. This is something that's been somebody's discovered and used themselves.
Probably forgotten about.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Actually, being a dwarf, do I know walking through these tunnels how they were made?
They were dug. It's through soil. It's been dug and shored up with props in the same way as you would cut through soil as opposed through. Yeah, they're human made. They're actually artificially created. An artificially created tunnel. But the timbers in it are very old.
And the footprints, they just go toward the common area from the cellar, or
yes, they go up the stairs and out of the building through the sort of entryway of the tavern.
He might have left some tracks from the dirt or mud or whatever in the tunnel, so I'd follow that as well as I can.
Okay.
Are we in Catargo?
Where? No, you're in Isga.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so you're going to try and follow these tracks. So, can you make a survival check? Okay. Yeah, you think you can follow the footprints. They're several days old, and they're starting to fade. But you manage to pick them up here and there, and they seem to lead back towards Voz's bookshop.
Right. And when we get to the front of the bookshop, do we see any activity inside through the window or anything like that?
No, it's absolutely as you left it. Doesn't look like anybody's been in there.
Right. So we have evidence that Vossi has been in the vault of the Hellknight Hill.
Mm-hmm.
And at least we could give that information to the town leader.
Okay, so you go and find. 1 second. At the end of the chapter now. So you're going to go and find Greta, and let her know what you found. That you've cleared out the keep. You found evidence of this cult, which you seem to have wiped everybody out so far. That you've come across, and you've cleared the goblins' home.
Right. So the goblins are safe, and
Yep.
And at least we know we have definitive proof that Fozzie the bookseller has been doing something nefarious underneath there.
Yep.
Violating the tombs at the very least.
I say we tell Alec who it was and let him just deal with him.
So, well, my work's here's done. It's a shame we never found the deed, but should you ever come across it, then I'm not going to contest any claim you make.
Well, I guess our work is done.
Okay, well, since we found that stuff out, we're back in town. I would like to take my happy little self to a pub because I feel that we believe that we have deserved a well-earned drink and dinner. So I'm going to buy the first round.
Okay, are you going to drink?
And I want to
Whereabouts
send
you going
a
to?
messenger to collect our friends at the camp and bring them back.
Okay.
Are we going to have a beer in the pickled ear?
I don't see why not.
Why not? That sounds good.
Okay. The pickled ear is run by a tall, rough-spoken woman called Roxy. She bustles around you and gets you settled down and brings beer. The place itself is quite rowdy, and there's always something going on, whether it's an arm wrestling contest or a drinking contest, live music performance or otherwise. It's a lively place, but it is spit and sawdust.
I think for one of my actions, what I'd like to do is I want to go over to where they're doing the drinking contests. I'm gonna put down the 2 copper for the drinking contest. I'm gonna give like an evil little smile when we get ready to do the drink. And before I take the drink, I'm gonna look at the guy and say, "Time to pay the goblin."
You're gonna try and drink these guys, are you?
Got iron gut. Yeah, I'm gonna give it a shot.
I'll go for it. Yeah.
I'm going to sit in the corner and just sip my beer and watch Abe make a fool of him.
Okay. While you're doing all this, I'm not going to bother with the rules for all this stuff. You can just sort of play it out. But can you make a perception roll, please?
Who, me?
Anybody, everybody.
Here's to beer, never so dear, to store some away between my ears.
Mm. Okay, Caden, you notice that Roxy keeps casting glances towards the various members of your group, and she looks visibly worried.
I'll let the group know when I see.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, she keeps staring at us, and she looks a little perturbed. And then I'll walk up to the bar. Is everything okay?
I'm just trying to figure out where you came in because I didn't see you coming through the front door.
When she glances, when I catch her glancing at me, I kind of want to give a mischievous smile and then just wink at her. That's
Okay.
it.
Well, I mean, it's busy. Maybe you just missed us.
Listen, I work here. I live here. I know this place like my own heartbeat. People don't just appear. Where did you come from?
Well, you've answered your own questions then, if you know this place that well.
This isn't the first time this has happened. Are you something to do with that half-elf?
What half-elf?
The woman that's been coming through here all last week just suddenly appears out of nowhere, and she doesn't buy anything. She disappears. Are you with her?
You mean you've
Is there
seen
something
her?
going on?
No, but tell us more.
She comes and goes, disappears. She goes into the back room and going after her, and she's not there anymore. And then a few hours later, she'll come out again.
When was the last time you saw her?
About a week ago.
A regular customer, or does she irregularly come and just disappear?
No, she started. She came in, did her thing for a few days, and that's the last I saw of her. Now I want to know what's going on in my pub.
Okay, let's take a walk, you and me. And I give her as charming a smile, a wink, and a touch of the finger to the nose, beckoning her
Any
back.
funny business, and I'll open your throat. Understand?
Ooh.
He had much worse today.
Right. Explain yourself. Come on, show me.
Okay. I take my boot and just give a little thump on the top of the trap.
Okay. What I heard the rumors. I never actually looked for it, but there was rumors there was a tunnel here. Is that where she's been going? Where does it come out?
In the old keep.
Up on the hill? Hellknight Hill?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So who is she?
We don't know.
That is what we're trying to find out.
Okay.
Part of our investigation requires us to have a little chat with this lady when we get a chance to see her.
Okay. Well, we're going to lose Abe now, so we're going to call it a night here, I think. We've done 3 hours, so that's not too bad. All the pieces are in place. You have all the information. You just need to put it together. So it might be worth revisiting the things you've found in the week and seeing what you can come up with. But you're almost there.
Awesome deal. Awesome deal.
Okay.
Okay, guys. Well, thank you very much, and thank you for everybody that's watched. And we'll see you next week.
Bye, guys.
Goodbye.
Tune in next time when we kick a goblin.
Finally.
Punt the goblin. Okay, can we close the stream, please, Layron?